everyone, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Kind of all tongue twisted. But thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions about the products that I'm doing today, the project, just comment below and I will check that before I sign off. But if you watch my Facebook Lives, you know that I have a couple of things I always like to announce before we get started with today's project. The first one is it's April, so happy April, everyone. It's a brand new month, which means we have a brand new set of Stampin' Anonymous tutorials. This month we're celebrating feminism, yep, that's right. So the projects are going to be a little bit more on the girly side, if you want to call it that. But there's 6 exclusive tutorials. The only way to receive these tutorials is if you shop in my online store in the month of April, you will receive the tutorial for free. And here's my website right there. Here's the host code that you can use for the month of April to receive a free gift. So not only are you receiving a free gift from me, but you're also getting 6 wonderful tutorials. It's a full color PDF that you just download. You can print it off. You can save it. It's really nice quality tutorials. Excuse me. The other way is if you want us to purchase this outright, the link is here on my website. If you scroll down, you'll see this thumbnail on the right hand side. You can actually just click on that and that will take you directly to the landing page where you can buy the tutorial. It's $9.95 and you just pay that via PayPal. Or if you would like to join the iStampers, my team, every team member receives the tutorials for free. So there's information about that also on my blog. So I just wanted to announce that the tutorials are great. I think you're going to really enjoy them. And then also, if you are local to the Jacksonville area, I just want to announce my card classes this month. I have classes every third Tuesday and Thursday here in the St. Augustine and then the Jacksonville area. So a newsletter will be going out later today with all the information, and it will have a link for you to RSVP as well as pay for your reservation. But you can always just reach out to me. This is my cell phone number. You can text me. But the classes are fun. It's definitely geared towards a brand new simple stamper all the way up to an advanced stamper. We make 6 cards and you get the envelope. So you do 3 designs, 2 of each card. So when you walk away, you have a really nice little set of cards to use for that month. The class is $20 or it's free with a minimum Stampin' Up purchase. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. But this is the card that we're going to be making today. I saw this in the Stampin' Success magazine, which is a quarterly magazine that Stampin' Up sends all their demonstrators. So that's another perk about joining my team. You'll get a magazine from Stampin' Up. But I just thought this pun card was just so cute. It's using a stamp set that's from the annual catalog. It's called Crafting Forever. And if you enjoy puns like I do, this is it's really, really cute. And there's just some fun images. I used this when this first came out last summer. I did a card using the flower pot full of paintbrushes. So when I saw this, I just thought this was so fun. So I wanted to show you how to make it. So what you will need to make this card is obviously the Crafting Forever stamp set. This is the clear mount stamp. And then you're going to need Memento Tuxedo black ink to do the stamping because we are going to be coloring in these scissor images with some Stampin' Blends. And I apologize for the jingles if you hear them. The cats are always around me. Oh, you know what? I got the wrong color. Let me go grab the right color really quick. I don't know. Which one do I need? Let's see, apologize for that. I grabbed the wrong color in the light. Okay, so the Stampin' Blends that I'm using today is dark smoky slate, light Bermuda Bay, light Granny Apple Green, and then I'm going to use a combination of the Daffodil Delight combo pack. And the reason for that is I'm going to color in one of the scissor handles with the dark color. But what I did is I stamped this, and then I just scribbled a little bit of the light Daffodil Delight behind that just to give it a little bit of color. So those are the Stampin' Blends we're going to be using. The ribbon is the Granny Apple Green textured weave ribbon. This is a 1/2 inch wide. So we're just going to need just a tiny, tiny bit of that. The paper I'm using is from the Brights 6x6 Designer Series paper. So this is in Coastal Cabana. Even though I'm using Bermuda Bay, you can see these two colors. That's the one thing I love about Stampin' Up! Is that the colors work so well together, even though Bermuda Bay is just a little bit darker than Coastal Cabana. So that's the color that I'm using there. And I'll give you the measurement for this. This measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm layering this on one of our note cards. So this is cut and pre-scored for us. You get 22 a pack. These either come in Whisper White or Very Vanilla. I use Whisper White constantly. This measures 3 1/2 by 5 when it's folded. So this is just going to go on there. And I kind of did a little catty corner, kind of offset it. So we'll put that on in just a minute. I went ahead and just got some thick Whisper White cardstock. I like to use thick Whisper White when I'm using the Stampin' Blends. So we're going to be cutting this down with one of the stitched shaped rectangles. So we'll run this through the Big Shot, so you'll need that as well. This is the 3rd largest rectangle. So we'll do that. You're going to need your 1 1/2 inch circle punch to cut out the circle. And then for adhesive, I'm just using a combination of snail and the regular size dimensionals. And I think that's it. So it's not a really hard card to put together. And I'm going to show you a trick. I just stamped these images just straight on. I didn't use the Stamparatus or anything like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the big shots. Let me grab that and we'll die cut this out. And I want to, I'll do this after I get done with the Facebook Live. I put part of my storage by Stampin' Up! Together. If you watched my Facebook Live yesterday, I was saying that I got the storage pieces to put on the desk that I use for videoing. And so I put them together. I stacked 3 things on top of each other and then put, I'll show you, but I love it. This stuff, I think y'all are going to love it. Okay. Whoop. Ugh. Sorry for all that shaking, and I think I moved. I think my mat moved just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's pop this out. Okay, and I'm going to grab a piece of paper because I'm going to stamp the scissors onto this because I don't want to mess up my background. So what I'm going to do is I've got the scissor image right here. So let me grab the black ink. And what I'm going to do is, this is a tip that I learned early on, and then I have found it to be successful. But whenever you are stamping really anything that is going to be, multiple images, I always like to start in the middle and then work out. So if you're starting in the middle, you're going to at least have one good, one solid image. And then when you work out, you'll see here that will stamp off. So that's just a little quick tip. And I re-inked at this ink pad, so I'm hoping that it's nice and perfect. I just used one of my re-inkers that we sell, and got this ink pad just like brand new. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do my best to line it up. If I don't do it perfectly, no big deal. So I'm just coming on either side and stamping off. And then what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna come back on this bottom row and I'm stamping it upside down, and I'm just coming in between. So, you know, wherever you staggered it. This is a super, super, super easy technique. I think you will be pleasantly surprised how successful you are doing that. So that's what it looks like after you're done stamping. And let's go ahead and do this part. I can grab this, hold on. Ah. Oh, I did it upside down. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take the light Daffodil Delight with the brush end and just scribble like that. And actually, you know what? I think what I did last time, because it looks like it's kind of bleeding, and that's usually doesn't do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scribble first and then stamp. So I'm gonna let that dry. It dries quickly. Let's try this again. So I would suggest scribbling your ink first and then stamping on top of there. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then I'm just going to use the 1.5 inch circle punch. And you just want to get your image straight and just punch it out. So it looks like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that off to the side. We're gonna use that in just a second. So now, oh no, my lid. Well, crap. You see that? I didn't notice that. I gotta redo this. Okay, hold on. I wasn't even paying attention. See, I make mistakes, and I will do my best to pay attention to where I'm putting that lid, because when I re-inked it, obviously some of the ink leaked around the side of the ink pad. So what I probably should do is take like a paper towel and wipe that up, because I can see where there's some ink that's been pooling around there. So I need to clean that up. Yeah, see where it's on my fingers? Okay, so let's try this again. Whoops. Okay. So right here in the center, and then to the right and the left. And I didn't stamp that very well, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And then come down. There we go. And just get in between those scissors. Okay, that looks good. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do, this is really, really very simple coloring. I'm not doing any kind of shading. I am just using the pen end of the dark smoky slate and just coming in here and just coloring in the blades of the scissors. With the darker colors, with the Stampin' Blends, you just, when you get to the edge, be careful because the color does move. And so, I don't know if you can see here, but like right here, it went out of the lines, and that's because I got too close to the line with these darker colors. See, these darker colors are more saturated, so you just got to be careful when you get to the edge of your image. Oh, also about my classes, I forgot to mention this. You are more than welcome to invite a friend. If you do invite a friend, just make sure that you let me know that somebody is, beside yourself is coming, just so I can make sure that I have a kit for that person. I'm pretty sure that I put an RSVP of like 3 days prior to the class. That just gives me enough time to make sure I have enough kits for everybody. And this is the light greeny apple green. So all of our coloring is done. So let's go ahead and bring in the card, and now we can put it together. So I've already folded it, and then let's get the snail right here. And I'm just going to attach the designer series paper. And like I said, I kind of did it at a slight angle. For people that can't handle this, just put it on straight. The world's not going to end with it going on crooked. I have customers that are just like, they just can't. Their OCD or whatever just doesn't allow them to put on pieces crooked. I always laugh about that. It just makes me, it's just funny. I get it. I'm kind of that way and other things. And then what we're going to do is just cut off just a really small bit of this ribbon, like maybe two inches, just like that. Just enough where it's long enough to, stick out from either side of the circle. And I'm just going to adhere it with snail. And it's just going to go about right there. Make sure it's straight. Something like that, and then just pop this up on dimensionals and our card will be all done. And the really cute thing is you can stamp like one of the scissors on the inside of the card, and then on the front of the envelope, just to give it just a little bit of cohesiveness. Is that straight? Okay, that looks straight. And then I'm just gonna put this on like so. And there we have it. Just a fun, cute little punny card using the Crafting Forever stamp set. So you have Crafting Forever, housework never, or housework whenever, do something creative every day. Just a really darling card, and using our Stampin' Blends. I hope y'all enjoyed today's card. If you did, give it some thumbs up. And I will have the details of the card, all the products that I used, up later today. A blog post will be up tomorrow. And just watch out for more projects from me later this week. Thanks, guys. If y'all have any questions, just comment below. And I'll see you later. Bye.